I want to talk to you today about feeling better as a parent. I'm Dr. Alden, and I'm the founder of the Healthy Foundations Family Program. I've been helping families for over 12 years. I'm a licensed professional counselor and a parent coach, and I want you to know what is possible in your family and with your kids, even your really, really challenging kids. So parent coaching is a little bit different than life coaching and counseling, because parent coaching is really designed for you as the parent, and really for parents that are more highly functioning and probably doing pretty good in the world, but you may not feel that because you're facing some really hard challenges with your kids due to their neurodivergence or other mental health issues. And as a parent, the problems that you're having in your home, kind of the lack of something, and because of the things that are happening, you might not feel like you're high functioning. Because if things aren't going well at home, it doesn't matter sometimes how well other things are going. You might feel like you're very non-functional. And so one of the things that I can help with is helping you to create structure for your kids in your home. And you may think, oh yeah, I've already tried that, but my kids aren't going to do it. You need the help and support of someone from the outside to help you to do that. As a parent coach, I help parents and I work from the inside with you as you're dealing with things in your home. I help with kids that have a lot of impulse control issues or fighting for control in their home. I can help you feel more in charge as the parent. I help you to help your kids to work through many things that they may feel stuck and your kids feel stuck. And maybe for you as that parent, it feels like every day is like Groundhog Day in your family, and you don't feel like it's capable or you're capable or it's going to be possible for you to create a life that is going to be whatever your idea of what normal is. So I help you to solve those problems and help you to really feel confident as a parent. When I first started doing this work, it became really clear to me that most of the time parents are not looking for help to solve the problems that they're having as a parent. They're looking for people, for providers, for solutions to the problems that their kids are having kind of outside the home. They're looking for counselors or med management. But what happens if we don't solve these problems, if we don't help our kids to help solve these human problems, then we're going to end up having a life with our kids that is not really what we wanted to have. So I think that might already be happening for you, but you probably feel very guilty and tired. And maybe you're feeling like, it's also these hard things that you're faced, and your child it's just not working. Maybe you don't feel like you found the right counselor for your child or the right medication, or the school is not right, because really what's happening a lot is inside the home as a family. And when we aren't solving these problems, we don't feel like we're succeeding, and we start to feel really bad as a parent. We go to bed feeling like we didn't do enough, we failed. We want our kids to be happy. We want them to be able to have a good life, but we start to feel like we're not capable of providing that. And we also can look at the kids and know that they're not doing their part. They're not making good choices. They're being defiant or oppositional, or they're refusing to participate in having a good life, And so maybe you even start to think like, these are bad kids, right? And we lose hope. And I think that that's why it's so important that you get a parent coach, somebody that knows how to help you to work with your kids that have these kind of challenges. Maybe it's ADHD, maybe it's autism, the way their brain is wired. And you're looking at the problem maybe right now as an external problem, and you're trying to solve it externally by getting the external help, but it's an internal family problem. And I believe that when we get the family stable, when we solve these, rather than just changing the circumstances or try to change how the kids are acting in these different places, we have to really dive into what's going on in the family, and that's where it hits us really hard. Because all of us know, I think at some level, that we were meant to have better things in our families, and that there should be joy in raising our kids. And we know that connection is really important, and we want to have good relationships in our family. And we know that family is really, really important. But if you feel over and over like you're failing, you're going to kind of block that out, because nobody can function like that, right? And so you maybe just keep outsourcing it, right? Trying to find the right medication, the right counselor, the right providers, change schools, maybe fighting with the schools. And so this is where parent coaching really comes in, because I can help you with what's happening inside your family. And I really have literally worked with hundreds of families. And more importantly, I worked with myself as a parent. I grew up as I was raising my kids, and I moved away from just trying to keep my kids from failing and seeing everything as defiance and something that they were doing wrong that had to be corrected, to really helping them, and through that helping myself to thrive and to experience all of those things. And I want you to experience it too. The answer to feeling better is to have better skills and tools to help your child. And it really helps to understand how their brain is working. Every single thing that we do or don't do is because how we think. And how we think is how we're going to end up feeling. And our kids that are neurodivergent, that means that their brains are wired differently. And so it's going to take some different skills and tools to help them to use their neurodivergence to their benefit. So their brains can get almost like rewired, and we have to help with that as parents so that they can seek connection and community. We know that when we're really stressed out and highly anxious about how things are going, or super depressed or frustrated, we stop doing things that build connection, and we just start trying to survive. And our children need us to help them and their brains, and to connect with their communities and their families. So when you understand how your family and your child's brain and your brain can work together, you're going to stop blaming yourself and thinking that there's something wrong with you as a parent, or that there's something wrong with your child and that somebody needs to fix that. You're going to understand that this is the way that you were actually designed, and this is the way that your family was designed, and then you can understand why you have the problems that you do. But more importantly, you know what you can do to help solve these problems, because that can all change in your family. And you can teach your kids how to do that too. So they're going to learn how to meet challenges and overcome them. You're constantly going to be dealing with that survival brain if you don't do something different, right? And it's not going to work, because you're not going to be able to see the potential that they have, and it's going to feel like it's just being wasted, and that your child isn't going to have a healthy life. So I want to encourage you to do something different. Maybe it's different than what everybody else is doing. Consider booking a free call with me, even if that feels like, how is that going to work, right? But it will work, because I can help you to parent your distressed child. And I'm willing to talk to you about what's going on right now and help you see that there's some things that we can do and changes that we can make that will give you the hope and confidence as a parent. I want you to feel better, and your family to feel like it's a better place to be. And so book that call with me, and let's start making a difference.